for checking in with the Dutch BnB. First and foremost, I would like to introduce myself. I am Beth and I am originated from Philippines and now I am currently living here in Netherlands with my partner.
Hi, my name is Ben. I'm from the Netherlands. We together live in a small town in Rotterdam. This first video will be about the MVV. It's the visa required to stay long terms in the Netherlands. We will help you with how to process. We will help you with what's needed. It's very confusing for the first time because there's a lot of documents, there's a lot of things you have to do online. There's things that your partner has to do. There's a lot of things that the Dutch partner has to do. So it can take a long time. It's very confusing. So that's what we're here for. We're here to help.
Alright, since we're talking about the documents, so we need to make sure that we have a printer or somewhere we can print the documents. And that's it. So we're going to start the first step. First is it's all about studying.
Where did you study? Or how did you study?
Actually, I do that. We can do that through the website. The website it's you can type the Netherlands.nl.
That's the website you use.
That's the one.
So what are the things you can do on the website?
And the website, since the examination it consists of the three system, which is the KNS, which talk about the society of the Netherlands.
It's like basic knowledge.
It's just a basic one. The second part is the speaking, and the third one is reading. Based on my experience, I'm always waking up early just to study. I took it for 2 hours, and then after that one, I need to have some break time. After having a break time, I'll do the study again for 2 hours, and also I do study before I'm going to bed.
And you had a lot of time to study
Mm-hmm.
because you didn't have a job at the time,
Yes, I do work.
because you wanted to take the time to study.
Yes, yes.
So based on her experience, it took her 2 months to get the highest grades. She passed with the highest grades, and but she was able to study like all day, every day for 2 months straight.
Mm-hmm.
If you combine the study with a job, we don't really know how much time you would need. You could follow a course online with your teacher who will tell you when to be online, or you can talk to him or her about it when you can be online. There's many ways you can do the study. You can do it, do some basics on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
You can buy the book of Atwell or do it online as well.
Yeah.
En naar Nederland.nl has, like she said, the most information. And then naar Nederland.nl, you will put it in the video.
Yes.
Has everything that you need to pass the exam. It's all the basics, and if you can do like test exams also. If you pass for those, you're kind of ready, but just make sure you are ready.
Yes, you must have to.
You have to go to Manila to do the exam. So if you go there early, because your appointment is probably early in the morning, try to stay the night for 1 day in Manila, so you can rest your mind after the flight. If it's either from Cebu or Davao, or maybe you're in Manila, the appointment is going to be early. So even if you have a flight or not, just make sure you're rested for the next morning for your exam.
Yes. So after taking my examination or after taking the exam, so we can go back home. So at home we can wait for your result.
How long will it take you to get the result?
As I remember, it takes 3 weeks to 8 weeks. But for me, I got it for just 3 weeks. So I'm so happy
wasn't that hard as you expected.
No, it's not. I thought it's kind of hard, but my side, it's kind of, you can really pass it if you're going to focus to study.
Just be ready.
You must have to be ready. The next step is processing the visa.
The result of the exam are valid for 1 year, so make sure that you process the visa within that year, so you don't have to do it again. It takes a lot of time, a lot of effort. You have to start all over again. So finish the exam, get the results, start immediately on your MVV. There are some MVV criteria: is that you need a valid passport. The validation of your passport is within the passport. I think it's on the first page with all your details. Sufficient financial means. That is that either you or your partner earns enough money for you to live in the Netherlands. You're going to live together, so either one of you pays double because you live together, and the Netherlands wants to make sure that you earn enough to be able to pay for that. You are no danger to the public order or the security in the Netherlands or the Philippines, which means that you are not a criminal. You didn't do anything bad, you didn't rob a bank or something. So you will have to fill in a form that you are saying that you are not a criminal. Things that they are going to ask during the application for your MVV is your salary, so that papers which says that how much you earn every month, and I think I needed 10 of those, like from the past 10 months. So yeah, that's what I did. They asked for a background certificate. That's something you have to fill in. It's quite easy. The employer statement, that's something your employer can help you with if you ask nicely. You can fill it in yourself, but there were some things I didn't know. So I went to my employer and she was very happy to help me with it. She scanned me for the forms and sent it to my email. After that, the relationship statement is something you can do together. You just fill in your name and all that, all the details and how long your relationship has been as it is. The contract from your job, which proves that you have a contract within that company. This one is very important. You need pictures together. If you don't have pictures together, just forget it. Don't even try. There's also texts you can take screenshots of, maybe with Messenger or Skype or anything that you texted each other with. Just take some screenshots that you have proof that you are in a relationship. The plane tickets, you must have met each other before. You either have been to the Philippines or she has been to the Netherlands. Maybe once, maybe twice. Just take a screenshot of the plane tickets and send it to them as well. They will ask you some questions at the end. I don't really remember many of them. Just one where they ask if my partner has been in a former relationship with someone in her family. It was really weird. There's more questions of that. They just ask some weird questions. It's just easy to fill them in. I said no, of course.
Yeah.
I was kind of expecting that she didn't have a relationship with her cousin or something like that. The total costs are 171 euros. That's a lot of money. So make sure that you don't give them a reason to decline your applications. That's why I will say again, the plane tickets and the pictures together are very important. Just don't give them a reason to decline it. If you're not sure, then don't send it. Just try it again. Talk to your partner about it. About maybe you forget some things, and 171 euros is a lot of money. So yeah, and after sending the application, it's just playing the waiting game. It can take up to 1 month, so maybe 3 months. We were lucky enough to get it within 1 month. I think they were not really busy at that time, so they had we got it quite quickly after 1 month. It was on the last day I was in the Philippines. I was there for 3 weeks, and on the last day I was there, I got the email that her visa was approved. You can also wait it for it at home. You will get the same letter through your mailbox, and it will say the exact same thing. So yeah, that's kind of it. That's all you have to do. It's not a lot of paperwork. I can either show you how much paperwork it is. This is everything. It's there's even more in this map. There's like many papers. I think it's around maybe 50 things you have to fill in. So it's a lot of work. So that's why you can double print it and fill it in like 2 times just to make sure that everything is alright, that everything is correct. Because if there's one thing wrong, I'm very sure that they will look for a reason to decline it. So that's why you make sure everything is correct. Else you will be very disappointed.
Once you get the email about the approval of your visa, the next step to do is you need to go back to Manila personally in Netherlands Embassy just to give the documents that they are needed. So the documents that they are needed is first is the passport, second is the birth certificate and your CENOMAR. Making sure that the birth certificate and the CENOMAR is in apostille form.
It's like a legal document.
Yeah, because before that one it's being called the red ribbon, but now they changed it into apostille. Yeah, and then you don't forget also to bring the approved letter of the visa, which is already sent to your email. That you must have only to print it out, and the copy of your exams result, and also the copy of the passport of your partner. Don't forget that one also, because during the time, since that one it's not being what is that?
I don't know.
Regarding the passport, it's not in the something like in the
Yeah,
requirements.
they didn't say that you have to bring it.
Mm-hmm.
It was not in the letter sent to your email that you had to bring a copy of the passport of your partner. So we had to send it to them by email when she finished there in Manila. But it was very easy. I just made a phone call to the embassy. They said send your copy of the passport to this email, and it was fixed.
So after that one, once you give all the documents, so it's a waiting moment. So for us, we just wait for I think 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Is
if
it
you are
2
waiting at home.
Yeah, because there is 2 ways. If you're gonna wait it there in Manila, or it can be possible also for the delivery at your home. So since I'm living at very far from Manila in Mindanao, so I got it for the total of like 3 weeks.
It took a long time because something went wrong with the embassy. I had to call them, and they said that she would pick it up, even if we choose to send it through a postal office. So after 1.5 weeks, I called them. They said, "I'm sorry, you have to pick it up." And I said, "No, we choose to send it." And then it still took like 1 to 1.5 weeks for it to arrive at her house. So we waited a little longer than needed. So if you wait in Manila, which is a possibility to pick it up at the embassy, it might take only 1 week, maybe less. So that's an easier option if you really want to go to the Netherlands as soon as possible. So the last step is the CFO. It's the certificate for overseas. This is required from the Philippines, not from the Netherlands.
Mm-hmm.
They just want to make sure that just the same as MVV, that the relationship is real, and the reason why she's going to the Netherlands. You can either do this before or after the MVV. We would say to do it after, because with the MVV you have a valid reason why you go to the Netherlands, and they won't ask you a lot more questions within the CFO. So for her, it took like maybe 1 hour. She was 1 hour inside. They asked some questions. She got the stamp, and it was outside very quickly. We've heard that for some people it can take up to 3 hours because they will test you. They will ask you like kind of hard questions, just for them to be sure that everything is correct, everything is done legally, and you have a really good valid reason to go there, because they don't want their citizens to run away for whatever reason. So the questions are kind of basic. If they see that you have the MVV already, so it's going to be a lot easier. You have to make the appointment online with the CFO. While making the appointment, they ask for a photo, like a headshot of your partner. So either copy it or make a screenshot of it, and it will be good enough. Just fill in a form. There's a lot of things you have to fill in. They even ask her mother's name, her dad's name, siblings, and everything. So just fill it in together, because at the CFO, she won't have to fill in the same form personally.
Yeah.
So if you fill in something yourself and she fills in the CFO form something differently, they are going to ask questions about that. So just make sure you avoid those questions.
All right. So that's all. So the things that we need to bring during having the CFO. First thing, you must have to bring your passport. Bring 2 valid IDs beside of the passport.
So what's an example of valid IDs?
For like the humid ID, like the voter's ID, it can be. Yeah. And then, as what you said, during that one is you need to fill in again a documents, the same of what you did in the online. Then next, that one is you must have also to prepare the 400 pesos for the payment of the CFO.
So the total cost of the CFO is 400 pesos.
Yeah, it's 400 pesos. So after you're going to fill in the documents, you have to wait for your turn for a short interview. Since I already got the MVV or my visa already in my passport, so it's just a quick interview. So maybe I'll just wait there for 20 minutes just to get my CFO. It's kinda, what's that? The CFO.
It's like a sticker.
Yeah, it's like a sticker, and they will give you also like a document. So make sure also that you must have to keep the something like the sticker that you received, because you can use that one forever.
When you get the email from the CFO after your appointment, they will send you the requirements what to bring to the CFO. It was for me, it was very confusing because they were speaking about a spouse. I had no idea what spouse meant. So they were asking me to bring a lot of documents which I didn't have. That's why it was very confusing for me. We had the appointment in like 2 days, and I was afraid that I still had to get some papers which I didn't have within 2 days, which would, if I would make an appointment here in the Netherlands for those documents, it would take about 2 to 3 weeks. But I called them and they said it was not needed, that the requirements on all papers were outdated. So just bring the things that we just told you, and that's more than enough. And at the CFO they have updated papers, which what you have to bring. I don't know why they don't update it on the internet, because that would make a lot more sense, but I guess they just didn't. And appointment letter, you have to bring it.
Yeah, you must have, because the important thing for the appointment letter is your barcode, because it will appear a barcode there.
And they have like this QR code,
Yeah.
and there's also a code written down on the email, which proves that you have the appointment. So next step, buying the plane ticket to the Netherlands, which is one way. Because you're not coming back. Well, I hope you don't go back to the Philippines for a long time, because you're going to live together with your partner. and well, that's what you're getting the MVV for. So the plane ticket is going to be to Amsterdam because there's no other airport here in the Netherlands which receives planes from either Dubai or Hong Kong or wherever.
Alright.
So that's our first video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for checking in with the Dutch BnB.
Alright.
And we will see you in our next video, which will be about your V number, and we will give you some tips and advice on how to approve your MVV visa. So
Alright.
thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Bye bye.
And now, please don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to click the bell in order for you to notify.
And the like button.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Alright.
Right.
Bye bye. Thank you.